My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're going to be doing something a little different today, playing the defect on Ascension 20 with the sealed deck and the ending enabled. Sealed deck being craft a deck of 30 random cards, and the ending gives us the ability and option to go to the final act. Oh, I already see 3 claws. Are we going to do like an Ascension 20 claw deck? Are we? We are. Oh, you gotta. Auto, hollow. Charged battery isn't really necessary in this deck. Reinforced body is, though. Equilibrium's pretty good, too. We might need another source of damage that isn't just claws. Do we? Or do we just need more claws? I'll take a beam cell actually for setting up vulnerability on the enemies. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I got a decent couple of defensive cards here. I'll take a leap as well. There we go. So we have 3 copies of claw, 1 beam cell, 2 holograms for bringing back claws and playing them again, an auto shield, a reinforced body, an equilibrium, and a leap. My goal here is going to be try and get as many claws as possible. Okay. Pretty easy first turn right there. So all for one is going to be a great pickup in this kind of deck. What else would work? Draw. A lot of draw would be very good for this deck in general as well. Great 2 cards, auto shields and a claw. Yeah, fine. The claws don't actually need to be upgraded. One thing I like about the claws is that they don't need to be upgraded because it literally just increases their base damage by 2. It's tiny. The scaling effect, it's the same as having played 1 more claw earlier. Let's take the HP there. Transform a card. Transform a leap. Bullseye. Did not want that. Dang it. Okay, equilibrium. And now we should be able to get the kill with the claws. So we'll be very, very powerful early here, definitely. Genetic algorithm is also actually pretty good with this. We're going to try and take the hardest paths and go to the heart as well in order to kind of like balance out the power level a little bit. Okay. Beam cell, claw. Do I just hollow back equilibrium, play equilibrium, or just play the I'll just play the reinforced body here. This next cycle could be really bad. It just basically depends on how quickly we manage to draw some of these. Oh, yikes. Reinforced body coming up in that hand is awful. How quickly we tend to draw some of these claws. Really? At least we can kill the frontliner there. Claw, leave hologram for the next hand. No, I might have more to play in the next hand. Claw again. Alright. At least we've got 2 claws in the discard pile now, although the holograms aren't in here anymore. Oh, god dang it. I have other defensive cards. It's just... On Ascension 20, they add 3 days to your deck at a time, so I understand why this is happening. I'm just grumbly about it. Okay. Please, claws. Never mind, managed to kill him without it. The boot, whenever you would deal 4 or less unblocked attack damage, increases to 5. Our first claw is officially significantly better. Self-repair, heatsink streamline, no. Let's get the genetic algorithm upgrade early on here. Sure, I'll genetic algorithm just to have extra block for the next turn, maybe? Bring back a claw, do it again. Skill Potion, as well as Equilibrium, Compile Drive, Elite. Probably none of these now. Honestly, like, the density of this deck in terms of its claws is very low at the moment. Need to get it a little bit more dense. Okay, on a later turn, I can play another claw. Hologram brings back an unupgraded claw. I can play that. Good. That's about as set up as I can even theoretically be for waking up this Lagavulin in here. And just bring back another upgraded claw. Yeah, that'll have to do. 22. Nice. And even a reinforced... No! Didn't even need to play the reinforced body. Matryoshka, the next two non-boss chests contain 2 relics, rather. Let's get the holograms upgraded as well so that we can get access to our claws more commonly. This fight could be a problem. I'm going to play the genetic algorithm out. I don't want to draw back into it. It's an equilibrium. Won't do anything yet, though. Beam cell, claw, claw, claw. Hologram back at claw. Yeah, great. It's good that I ended up leaving it for that turn. Ornamental Fan. If you play 3 attacks in single turn, gain 4 block. Very, very good with the kind of deck that we're currently going for. Lagavulin's already woken up. That's not good. Let's bring back the claw. Genetic algorithm's a good block at this point. We'll leave it in the deck. This could end up pretty bad. 19? Pretty much the best block I could end up with there. Claw, claw, bullseye, equilibrium. We're managing just to get enough attacks every single turn to trigger the extra block from the Ornamental Fan. And I could not be more appreciative. Potion Belt. I'm pumping up gain 2 potion slots, as well as Seek is a good way to just find the first card that I want to play in the cycle. Don't really care about removing a card from the deck right there, though. Seek getting 2 cards is nice. I mean, you can get 2 claws, get the claws out to a really fast build, or get hologram beam cell. So it's beam cell, claw, claw, equilibrium, hologram. Brings back equilibrium again. Yeah, I'll bring back equilibrium again, actually, for the next turn. Great. And then keeping this a large amount of excess cards in hand means that, yeah, oh my god, the whole rest of my deck is the claws. Game. That's so rude. But I'll just play equilibrium again, and now I draw into the claws and have like a very thin deck remaining. Claw, claw, claw. Equilibrium. Actually, this is kind of like the strats, I think. Because if I maintain these cards in hand, I'm effectively just shorting the cycle by 4 cards, making it much more quick for me to get back to these claws consistently. Unfortunately, since I didn't get equilibrium that turn, it won't continue. Still worked out pretty well. All for 1. Dang it. Extra energy. Honestly, extra energy is like one of the things we need the least with this deck. I'm gonna take the tiny house just for a smattering of bonuses here. 1 potion, 50 gold, raise your max HP by 5, obtain 1 card, upgrade 1 random card. Hologram got upgraded. Great, a great card actually got upgraded there. Don't want to take the card myself from the reward though. There's a path that's nothing but question marks, shops, and elites. You know that's my path. That might as well just say my name on it. It could not have been more aimed at me. Don't love this, but I think I have to throw some cards out there. Good genetic algorithm, at least. I'm not going to play the Equilibrium there, because it just puts its A's in the deck and doesn't actually provide us any benefit. Claw, Hollow Claw. That would kill. Don't need any of those. Diluting this deck at the moment, at least. I have a shop in literally the next space. I'll take that. Vajra started combat with 1 strength. Great pickup for us right there. Let's cut the regrets. Abacus, every time you shuffle your draw pile, gain 6 block. I'm not going to want to add that many things to my draw now. And Nunchaku, every time you play 10 attacks, gain an energy. I actually like all of these. I'll also take the Master of Strategy for just some extra draw early on. Let's use that to get set up a lot quicker. Okay. Beam Cell Claw, Hollow Claw, Hollow Claw. And I'll throw out the genetic algorithm because I might not have the opportunity to do it next turn with 2 claws in here. Beautiful. The Focus Potion, don't really need those. Compile Driver, don't need those either, thank you. Remove a card from the deck for 75. Yeah, let's get that Bullseye out of here. Not really part of the whole deck, you know? Upgrade the Master Strategy for the extra draw happily. Beam Cell also needs an upgrade. We'll probably do that after the next boss. Auto shields, and then if I play enough claws, I should be fine here, right? Claw, claw. Seek out Beam Cell Claw. Beam Cell's definitely going there. Okay. Claw, hollow back another one to kill the frontliner, and then we'll hollow back the final one to kill you. Beautiful. The Abacus is actually going to do, like, solid work over the course of this entire thing. I'd also really appreciate Calipers as a pickup. And I'll even Equilibrium here. Holding the genetic algorithm for the right turn is so dang impactful. Having a thin deck with Equilibrium in it is actually incredible as well. I haven't run many thin decks with Equilibrium in. I'm glad that I had this kind of a style to show me that Equilibrium... Like, I know, like, intellectually Equilibrium's value. I just hadn't experienced it commonly in a very thin deck. Let's go Beam Cell next. Mummified Hand. This is probably our opportunity to take the Sapphire Key because we don't have any powers in this deck, and there aren't that many powers that naturally fit this deck either. That's actually another thing. Using Equilibrium and Hologram, I can use Hologram to pull the Equilibrium back into my hand after I play it to guarantee that I have it for the next turn. So it's really good with a zero-cost build using those 2 elements. There's our block. Let's pull the upgraded claws out, definitely. Beautiful. Get clawed. Jutsu Bracelet, normal enemy encounters rather, are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Reboot's really good here because we have a lot of zero costs in the deck that we get to play and then reboot after. Skim would be great. It's literally 1 more than I can afford at this point. Ugh, rough. Use our claw. Let's seek out 2 more claws. Throw those. Hologram back another claw. Play it. And then reboot for a new hand. Reboot will also give us the benefit of Abacus. Yeah, Reboot will also give us the bonus Fabicus. Deep Breath also will, so that's another consideration for picking up. Shovel, you can now dig for relics at rest sites. That's great. We're running out of things to do at rest sites other than that. I'm going to drop a Focus Potion for an Attack Potion here. Focus Potions don't really do anything for me at this point. Reboot should get upgraded. 6 cards is a significant difference. I'm going to get Beam Cell actually and extend it. Hold the genetic algorithm for the next turn. Okay. That'll do it. Ugh. I mean, as soon as you saw that starting draft, we had to go for a deck like this. Kunai. Perfect. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 decks. 4 whole decks every time. It's ridiculous. Dig up here to get Bottled Lightning, put Seek or Reboot in my opening hand. I'm going to put Master of Strategy in my opening hand, increase my opening hand size by 4. I could have put Seek in my opening hands. I end up with it a lot of the time anyway, though. Throw those out. Let's bring back Beam Cell. Do I need vulnerability on this enemy? Or do I just need to... I think I just need to keep incrementing the claws. Seek out 2 more of them. Throw those. Reboot. Yeah, the opening turn is going to be oftentimes pretty ridiculous, as it turns out. Hollow back 2 claws here. Play each of those and then play the Equilibrium afterwards. Because I can. I mean, I'll auto shields and reinforce body here because I want to save the genetic algorithm for a later turn. You took the Ascender's Bane from my deck? Keep it. You can have it. I don't want it. I mean, is there any legitimate way I could get away with just leaving it with you? At the end of the battle, I still get it back anyway, though. Yeah, I'm gonna try and leave that with you at the very least. Got him. Ah, you gave me it back. How dare you? No, again. Really? We couldn't find any awful ones. It would have been perfect in this build. Ooh, at the start of combat, channel 1 plasma. That's just an extra energy every turn. Do I need it? I don't think I need it. Let's double the effectiveness of potions. I have 4 potions at all times. Doubling the effectiveness of potions, especially of like speed and flex potions with ancient potions so that you can keep the buffs from them, is going to be huge for the heart fight. I'm going to want to hit early shops in order to try and make sure that I can get that as well. I'm going to play the genetic algorithm as well. I don't think I'm getting through another cycle of the deck. For that reason. Don't need any of these. Ooh. The start of combat. Apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. But there's also... Ooh, no. I can't take orange pellets. I have no powers in the deck that I actually play. Okay, bag of marbles, claw. I would have taken the hologram there if I had the ability to as well. None of the cards in this deck are likely to transform into anything worthwhile for us, so... I'll just skip that there. Kill the backliner for us. Hollow back another claw. I'll even genetic algorithm before I reboot here, just in case we happen to get the kill this turn. Yeah, and we do. Barely, but we do. Honestly, most of my cards are already upgraded, so upgrading all of my cards in hand for the rest of combat twice doesn't really do anything for me. 6 turns of vulnerability, though. It's a good corn chip. I think we'll be in this fight long enough, so I'm not going to play the genetic algorithm yet. Okay. Equilibrium at the very least to keep it, though. It's 21 incoming. Hollow, hollow. I guess I'll auto shields, bring back another claw just to increment its value again. And also to get another point of dex. Beautiful. Or a Calcum, if you end your turn without block, gain 6 block. Yeah, let's just end a turn without block. Almost impossible for us to do, because we have to not play any of our block cards and not play 3 attacks. Bit of a tough ask right there. I can deal with a whole mess of damage this turn. Yeah, seeking out those 2 remaining cards doesn't really help us. So I'm gonna go for the reboot. Pull back another claw and just wait for a claw in the next hand, I guess. Is there a genetic algorithms in here? No, we already played it out. Good. I love a good run where I get to turn down most cards. This has definitely turned out easier than I suspected it was going to be, though. There was part of my brain that was like, hang on. Haven't you done something like this before, Ryan? And didn't it turn out it was a little easier at Ascension 20 just to start with a sealed deck? Oops. Turns out I had, and it is. Alright, bring it back. Claw. 57 damage on the claw. Pretty good. I do want to see how this is going to fare against the heart, but I do think that the heart is effectively just going to come down to what potions we happen to get at the time. Because getting like a bunch of defense early or getting like artifact as well, both of those would be really important for us. Okay. I would have loved a skim in this deck as well. Sucks to have been exactly 1 short of being able to get it. Good find. Turn up, you can no longer become frail. Lose 1 focus, gain 1 strength, gain 1 dex. That's exactly the kind of thing that I want for this, but that's an awful one. Ah, you had to give me both of those at the same time. Molten Egg, whenever you add an attack card to your deck, upgrade it. Ceramic Fish, whenever you add a card to your deck, gain 9 gold. Core Surge. Gain 1 artifact. Ooh, 2 power potions. Both of those will generate 2 copies of the power that they give us. I think I want both of those. Let's hollow back another claw. Reboot. Hopefully I get all for 1 next hand. No, I'll use Seek to get it out then. Sure. return all the cards to my hand and win using that. What do you mean the enemy's already dead? Okay. Beam cell. Claw. 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 Beam Cell. Claw, claw, claw. I'd love to hollow back the All for One and go again, but I am energy short on that. Dang, All for One turning up after I turned down energy relics. How dare you? No curse. No curse. And the enemy isn't even really defending themselves this turn. Overclock for a burn in the discard pile. Unfortunately, because of how thin the draw piles are for us, I think that's not really going to be viable. Beam Cell, claw, 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 claw. All for one. Beam Cell, claw, 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 claw. Dang, really thought we were going to get through all of those. Scrape, draw 6 cards, draw 9, deal 9 damage, draw 4 cards, discard all cards drawn this way that do not cost 0. We don't actually have enough 0 cost cards to use like a scrape as well, I don't think. Hollow back a... it's probably a claw with the 3 vulnerability on you. I'll even play the genetic algorithm out there early. Take 2 zeros back in hand there. All for 1. Yeah, all for 1 was definitely the right pickup, but I wish I had the other card as well. Claw. Got to recall here, otherwise I don't actually get to go to the heart. My gosh, most of the cards left in are 0 cost. Extremely unfortunate, considering my whole thing is trying to play out so many 0 costs and then the All for One. Okay. Back. This isn't going to be enough to break you this turn, is it? No. I do get an energy next time I play an attack. This was not how I was hoping that was going to go off, specifically on this turn, but okay. Hang on, never mind, this will actually kill this turn. We're all fine then. And it leaves us with a Nunchaku charged for the next fight. Alright. Let's start with the Master of Strategy here, I think. So we've got a Beam Cell and a couple claws. Let's go for All for One and a claw. Back. And then I'll even throw out an Equilibrium, holding 2 very defensive cards for a later turn. So I'll claw, I'll hologram back the All for One, and then go for All for One stuff, I think, here. Beautiful. No need to reboot at the end of that turn. Genetic algorithm's a huge pickup here, but looks like I'll be able to get away with blocking without it. All for One might be in the next hand, at which point we will kill, so I'll play out the genetic algorithm there. Yeah, All for One is in this hand. Beauty. All right, Heart. Can this even... This has to be fine against the Heart, right? Especially with the scaling defense from the Kunai. Yeah, Yeah, I shouldn't be second guessing this. It'll be fine. Bottle Flame. Wouldn't attack in your opening hand. Awful one? Try and make my combo go off on turn 1 always? Yeah, turn 1 always. Let's go. There's Speed Potion. And Shuriken. But unfortunately, I can't take that Speed Potion. I don't have any way to keep it. Alright, game. You got me. This is the best deck I can put together. Reboot. Hey, even found another awful one. Love it. I think I'm also going to go with the 50-50 that the Spire Spear dies here. Nice. Rather than waste as much damage as I would have had to. Mango for 14 more max HP, as well as nothing there. Maybe Fusion actually would have been good. Not really what I wanted. Guess I'll get Storm. Drawing 2 additional cards per turn is pretty good, though. Dupe your next 2 card times. Twice. Okay, so we'll Equilibrium, Storm, Machine Learning. Hang on. It's Duplication Potion dupes your next 2 things. So what I need to do actually here, we'll do the exact same choices, obviously. That'll get us the Storm. That'll get us the Machine Learning. Play Equilibrium. It's just Storm, and then I'm going to want to dupe Potion, Machine Learning, and Machine Learning. Let's make the enemy undyingly vulnerable here, basically. So, claw. I'm allowed to be hit here a fair bit. It helps me actually get the extra draw as well using our Centennial Puzzle there. Let's seek out these 2 claws also. Claw. I'm gonna not be able to deal any more damage this turn, but this is more about incrementing the claws and getting points of dex than it is anything else. Beauty. So I couldn't be made frail there, but I was made vulnerable. Thankfully, I'm drawing so many extra cards per turn. I've got the genetic algorithm, which is exactly what I'm looking for here. Let's burn out the slime. Play a hologram just to get a claw back from the grave. What's that? Pass. $45 incoming damage. I think I'm going to go with, like, a Claw Fiesta. Makes the most sense to me. Effectively just accepting the damage here in order to increment those claws ridiculously. Three, four. I'll even reboot at this point, actually. Just a little bit of block as well. Beautiful. Alright, game. Give me the final claws. Yeah, this one was definitely kind of like a much more of a walk in the park than I thought it was going to be. But it's still satisfying to get the heart kill with the claws. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time.